get asked this question a lot. How can I tell when my mental health is okay? Or how do I know that my mental health is not okay? And I want us to look at one very important component of mental health, and that is our thoughts. A lot of people think it's easy and simple. I mean, it's just my thoughts, what I think. And so they tend to underestimate the significance or the impact that their thoughts have on their mental health, or even on their physical health generally. But we can focus on how thoughts affect physical health in a different video. Today it's how thoughts affect our mental health. So what you need to know is that a normal average human being has between 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts in one day. And some studies have gone as far as quoting 80,000 thoughts in a day. Those are so many. Yet your brain has the capacity to process these thoughts. And out of the 80,000 thoughts that a person can have, nearly 80% of those thoughts are negative and repetitive and tend to have one theme or multiple themes. So negative thoughts are a normal part, a normal portion of our thoughts. And a lot of people get this wrong, because when they are coming to therapy, in their mind, their goal is to get rid of the negative thoughts. And I'm here to tell you today that negative thoughts are normal. Everyone has them. Up to 80% of the 50,000 thoughts that an individual is going to have are going to be negative and repetitive. So that's not why you're coming to therapy. That should not be why you're coming to therapy. There's nothing that your therapist can do. Even your therapist has the negative thoughts. But we have the capacity to control what we choose to pay attention to. And that's where the health comes in your mental health. The ability to select the kind of thoughts that you're going to respond to, that you're going to pay attention to. Now, for a normal, healthy, mentally healthy individual, they're able to discard negative thoughts. They're able to dismiss thoughts that are fear-producing. They're able to do away with thoughts that make them uncomfortable. A normal human being is able to have control over the choice of thoughts they want to pay attention to. But someone who is mentally challenged, someone who is experiencing a struggle in their ability to select their thoughts, might find themselves ruminating over a particular thought for a longer period of time. And that thought then would prevent them from paying attention to other things that might be more important and more pressing, which would mean then that it would reduce their productivity, it would reduce their efficiency, it would reduce perhaps their ability to respond to situations because they're not paying attention in a conversation. And so that is why you're coming to therapy. You have lost the ability to select your thoughts. You no longer have control over what you pay attention to. Now, here's something very important that you need to pay attention to. Today is just about paying attention. You want to start paying attention to what your mind is paying attention to, because those are your thoughts. You want to pay attention to your thoughts. So if you're in a conversation, like right now you're listening to me, you want to catch yourself wandering away to that thought that made you uncomfortable or that's making you uncomfortable. It could have been a conversation where you felt disappointed or uncomfortable or small. But for the last 3 weeks, that thought is on your mind frequently, to the point that right now you started watching this video, you're able to pay attention to me, and then 3 seconds in and your mind went to that thought. And it's not only with this video. You find yourself in every interaction having that thought in your mind. So you're not able to be present. You're not able to pay attention to what you're supposed to be paying attention to. So you might find that your relationships are going to experience some strain. Because if I'm telling you something and I'm in a relationship with you and you're not listening, I'm going to feel neglected. I'm going to feel dismissed. While it may not be your intention, it is what this thought is doing to your behavior now. So our thoughts can affect our productivity or ability to be productive. And we want to be able to catch ourselves losing control over the choice of thoughts that we want to pay attention to. And so the tip today is to be more attentive to your thoughts, to be more attentive to the theme in the thoughts that you have repeatedly. And that will enable you to catch yourself very early when you're struggling with your mental health, and to intervene as quickly as possible so that it doesn't get out of control. One of the most prominent symptoms that we see in depression and in anxiety is repetitive negative thoughts that we can't stop paying attention to. That's the part, paying attention to. I hope this is helpful for you today.